Hey, CJ Math students, welcome to homework 3.3, proportionality and tables. You watch the video, go ahead and put a check mark. It's a practice homework. Calculators are okay. It's due tomorrow. So it says Savannah, Greg, and Kevin all take part-time jobs for the summer. Their hourly wages are shown in the tables below. Use information to answer the questions below. So first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you say, hey, this is X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. And then just like in class, the constant of proportionality is just Y divided by X, right? So at least figure out for the first one, what's their constant of proportionality? So 19 over 2, 27 over 3, and 1650 or 16.5 over 2. For 19 over 2, her hourly wage is $9.50, right? Greg's hourly wage is $9, and then Kevin's hourly wage, 16.5 divided by 2, is $8.25, okay? And since it's an hourly wage, you can tell that this is going to be constant proportionality all the way through. So it's not like I work more hours, I get paid more per hour. That's not how it goes. So the constant proportionality K for Kevin, we already figured it out, is 8.25. So you should say Kevin, sorry, not K. That'll get confusing. Kevin is 8.25. Greg is $9. And Savannah is $9.50. Sorry about the noise. It says, which person has the highest hourly wage? How do you know? I'll obviously let you figure that out by what we answered in question 1. It says, if all 3 friends worked 20 hours during the week, how much would each person make? So let's do Kevin here. He gets that space. Greg here. He gets this space. And then Savannah here, she gets that space. So they each have an equation. Kevin's equation is y equals 8.25x. Greg's equation is y equals 9x. And Savannah's equation is y equals 9.50x, right? And so now if they each work 20 hours, all we're doing is plugging in 20 for that. So y is equal to 8.25 times 20. Greg is y is equal to 9 times 20. And Savannah is equal to y equals 9.5 or 50 times 20. And then we just go ahead and do the work. So 8.25 times 20. Kevin is making $165 if he works 20 hours. Greg, 9 times 20. Greg is making $180 if he works 20 hours. And Savannah, she gets to work, she gets to make $190, right? That makes sense. She's got the highest hourly wage, right? So now it says Savannah earns $247. How many hours did she work? So again, what we're comparing hours over money. And we're going to take her initial ratio, right? So if we go back to Savannah's initial ratio, if she worked 1 hour, it's $8.25, right? So working 1 hour gives you $8.25. So now you have to figure out how many hours for $247, right? I'll let you cross multiply and solve for that one. So how long would it take Greg to earn 500? Round to the nearest hour. So again, we need Greg's initial ratio. He works $9 an hour. So what we're comparing again is hours and money. So he works 1 hour, he gets $9. So now we need to figure out how many hours does he need to work to get $500. So you're going to cross multiply and solve for that as well. On the back, these are multiple choice questions. They should be super simple. It's for the first section, state if each pair forms a ratio. So when you cross multiply, you get 24 here, and you get 3 times 16, which is 48 there. Is 24 and 48 the same? Nope. Let's do this one. 3 times 8, that's 24. 2 times 12, that's 24. Are they the same? Yes, so they're proportional. On these problems, it's just 4 times 2 is 24. 2 times p is 2p. And then we just divide by 2 to solve. So p is equal to 24 divided by 2, which is 12, so C. Again, it's 6 times 10, which is 60, 5 times x, which is 5x, divide by 5 to solve, so 60 divided by 5, x is equal to 12. All right? Again, sorry for the noise. All right, on the bottom problems, what you want to make sure you do is write down what you compare. And it says round your answer to the nearest whole number. So it says 12 bags of yellow onions costs $24. So we're comparing bags and we're comparing money, right? So we have a ratio already. We have 12 bags over $24. And then it says, how many bags of yellow onions can you buy for $8? And that is money. So they gave us money. So where does money go? It goes on the bottom. So equals something over 8. And we got to solve for that, right? So we got 24x equals 12 times 8, which is 96. And then we go ahead and divide by 24. So x is equal to 4. So it's 4 bags of yellow onions what you could buy for $8. And that makes sense because you could buy 12 bags for $24. 4 bags has got to be cheaper than that, right? And lastly, 11. It says, Carlos was planning a trip to Jordan. Before he did some research. He learned that the exchange rate is 7 dinars, that's the money in Jordan, for $10. How many dinars would he get if he exchanged $20? So again, what are we comparing? I think we're comparing dinars to US dollars. And they give you a ratio in the first problem. He says 7 dinars to the ratio of $10 equals, and then if you look at the question, they give you one or the other. They either give you dinars or dollars. And see how they gave you $20? That means you don't know dinars. So x over 20. All right, so 7 times 20, 10 times x. 7 times 20 is 140. 10 times x is equal to 10x, and you solve by dividing by 10. So x is equal to 14 dinars. So D. All right, pause the video, go back, do the problems I haven't done. Definitely call me if you have questions.